Welcome back to another episode of Miguel's View. Let's talk about the watch list for tomorrow. Let's get started. All right, guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope you're ready to make some trades for tomorrow. Let's look at the SPY here. The SPY, we did close with a flat bottom on Friday here on the daily. A flat top, I'm sorry. A flat top here on the daily. We did have some nice green volume, and momentum looks to be shifting, but we are on this resistance line that we cannot break. All right, we've also had a lot of resistance here on this level at 441. If we go here to the weekly, as I said in the past, weekly, we're still on this downtrend, and as long as we are on this downtrend, we're gonna keep moving to the downside. So this is gonna give us, in my opinion, this is gonna give us our reversal here. This is gonna give us a recovery. Okay, so what I'm expecting to watch on the weekly and on the weeks to come is I need a candle, okay, to break above this weekly, right? And then we can do this and maybe come back and test the trend and then go bounce from here and go up. That's what I'm looking for on the weekly. But until then, we're still in a downtrend here on the weekly. We did finish on a doji. We did finish with some nice green volume on the weekly. So let's see if we can break above this week. If we can break above this 441, 442 area, we can break above here. Maybe if we break above with a flat bottom here, let's draw a flat bottom. If we can break above with a flat bottom here, this would, to me, will look very bullish to continue to the upside. So until then, if we break below this doji here on the weekly, we're just going to continue to the downside, and more downside to come. Probably come double test this bottom here around 410. So that's what I'm looking on SPY. If we go to the 1 hour, you could see on here on Friday. Friday we had a move here to the upside. Yeah, and then we came down, and then we kind of bounced off this areas of support. We bounced back, so it's pretty choppy. No trend to the upside or downside. It's pretty choppy roller coaster, kind of barcoding here. Bunch of indecision candles, not knowing where to go. So tomorrow, let's see where we break to the upside or to the downside on SPY. So let's talk about Q here. Talk about the Qs. Let's look at the daily. Again, we did close with a flat top here, and we have some red volume. So I'm looking for the Qs to kind of continue to the downside, and we look at the bigger picture, same thing. We close with the doji here. So now this is going to be not only did we close with the doji, but it's an inside bar as well. So this is going to tell us a lot where we're going to go from here. We're going to look for a break. Once we get a break above or below, this is where we're going to have a lot of traders, and volume come in if we're going to break to the bottom or the top. So keep an eye on that for the Qs. All right, so let's go ahead and go to some of the watch list for tomorrow. I am watching Walmart, guys, and Walmart is something that I mentioned in my previous video. What happened here? Okay, Walmart is something that I mentioned in my previous video. If you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe so you can keep updated with my analysis here. I mentioned Walmart here, and it was on watch on Friday. You can see we went and hit this trend here. Let me delete this. Give me 1 second while I delete strong set. Okay, and you can see we have this daily downtrend, and we came to hit it to the spot here. All right, we have this downtrend. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but we have a trend here where we kind of resist every time we hit it. If we can break above this trend now, you know, we can come up to that 146, and then from there we can hit 147, and then potentially here the high 152. Again, this is Walmart. Keep it on watch for tomorrow and the rest of the week. If we can't break this, then we're going to come back and test the 140, 137 area. So those are areas that you're going to be watching for Walmart for tomorrow. Also, I'm looking at PayPal. Why PayPal? Because if you come to PayPal here and if you go to the weekly on PayPal, you're going to see that on the weekly we have this support around 8207. All right, and that is our target. I've had this for some time now. If you follow us here on the channel, you'll see that this has been my target for some time. And when we broke the support, all right, my next area of support was this one we broke, and my next one is this one. So you can see here the momentum squeeze still going to the downside. We did finish red volume with the flat top, just continuation to the downside. You see here, as soon as we get a flat top, the flat tops, they just continue, with the exception on this one on the weekly, but they just continue to the downside, and they are getting smaller, which means when they, as the candles get smaller, you see here, then it's a potential of a new trend. All right, and we can either fire to the upside or just continue after that to the downside. But here is an area that I'm watching closely, 82, 87, anything near there. If you like dips, this could be a potential dip for some upside. Okay, if you want more conservative, you want to wait for some type of doji confirmation, you can wait for a doji. I always talk about it in the in this videos. You have a doji here, then you break above and you have a flat top. Okay, you have another one here, right, and you have another one here, and then finally we break below this doji and you can write this trend. All right, and you can find them all the times. For example, this one, then we have another one, then this one was not really one, but this was the one along here. On PayPal we also had a bear flag here, so you can see as long as we broke below or above one, then we fire to each either the top or the bottom. So this is PayPal on the daily. You could see we're coming down again. We ended up with a flat top, so with red volume. So I'm still expecting momentum to the downside tomorrow as we go. So another one I am watching is Amazon. And Amazon, if you go here to the weekly as well, okay, we finished with some red volume indecision candle here on, and momentum still to the downside on the momentum squeeze here. Now the EMAs did cross below here, all right, and so we have an indecision candle. If we break below on Amazon, we could come hit around this 26.97 level, and then long term could keep coming down to about 24. But let's take it a day at a time. Let's look at the weekly here. We also have this trend, guys, on the weekly, and if we break above, we're definitely gonna see this 2707 and potentially double bottom here, or continue to the downside until we hit this lower trend here, which could be around 2509, 25, 24s here. So watch this. Okay, on the daily, if we close a candle here below this trend here, then the trend is going to continue to the downside. We might bounce, or we could bounce here, right, come hit this trend again, and then continue to the downside until we hit this trend right here. Sorry about my drawing, horrible candles there, but you know what I mean. All right, so that is Amazon. That's what you're gonna want to keep watching for this week. If we break below this candle, you know, our first target would be here and then here. So we could get this, like I said, then potentially a bounce to the trend here and then down to the bottom. All right, another one that I'm watching is Best Buy. Best Buy, we did break this downtrend that we haven't been able to break. All right, let's see if we bounce off this level of the 100. All right, 100 is also a good psychological level where traders get in. So let's see if we can get a bounce back to 107, potentially back to 113. We do not want to get below this 100. Okay, so watch Best Buy tomorrow. Now let's watch our friend NVDA. For Nvidia again, we cannot get above this trend here. We did form a doji, all right, with red volume. Okay, so anytime we form a doji with red volume, we're looking for downside. We broke below this doji, continue to the downside, nice red volume here. So continuation tomorrow is very, very possible, and I will be looking for a target around 215, this area right here. Again, if you do like dip buys, this could be a good dip buy here. If you like Nvidia long term, not financial advice, but if you do like to dip buy, all right, we can dip buy around here. You can see every time we come to this trend, we bounce. We can bounce off of here again, come bounce, and potentially check that resistance, and we can break. Then we can move up, back down, back up. I'm sorry. So something to keep on watch for Nvidia here on the daily. Also AMD. AMD here, we are testing this uptrend, so something you want to keep on watch for tomorrow. Okay, we are testing this downtrend. Boom, bounce, boom, right there. Or bounce, we did close with green volume. So let's see if we can hold this 106, that 100 psychological area. Then we can bounce back up to 117, and if that can break, we'll come back and test, and then potentially break to the upside. Now, two things can happen here. Either we can test the trend again and then break to the downside, but when we do bounce, we'll break to the upside. So two scenarios that can happen here. So keep a close eye on AMD to see which way we go. All right, we do trade on a daily basis. We do day trade on live on the Discord channel. You can join us as I take live trades on stocks. Click on the link down below. Anyways, and then our last but not least, our friend Tesla. All right, so where do I think Tesla's going? Tesla, you see this doji here with red volume. We did cross below. Okay, so possibility continuation tomorrow to the downside on Tesla. Let's look at what the weekly is looking like. We did bounce off this area. Now Tesla held pretty well on Friday. We go to the 1 hour here. We are in this uptrend on Tesla here on the 1 hour, and you can see every time we came to hit it, boom, 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 we bounce right off of it. And so as long as we stay above trend, Tesla has room to move down. Now we also have a flag here. Okay, and it looks like we want to break above, but again, we have a lot of resistance here. And we can break above 850. Now Tesla has room to go. So watch Tesla tomorrow. If we can get above, test here, and then have a move to the upside. Now we do have this upper trend here on Tesla, and if Tesla does move up, this is where my target would be on Tesla. Right there, 882. If we can break this above 850, test, all right, retest and go up there, that's where I'm looking at Tesla to reject. I don't think we can pass the 900s, not right now. Now, if Tesla can break this level right here, then Tesla's going to come back down and watch for a retest here at 834. Okay, for a potential bounce to the upside. So, a couple of things that can happen here. So you have to watch closely intraday and see where things are heading. So again, something that I'm watching tomorrow here on Tesla, and we'll have this one at the open and see if we can get some intraday trades tomorrow. Again, if you want to trade with us live, join us on the Discord. Click on the link below. Other than that, guys, that is it. That is my watch list that I'm watching for tomorrow. Again, if you are enjoying this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also share with your family and friends if they want to get into trading, they want to learn more about technical analysis. I keep it simple and effective. Okay. And if you want to learn more, you can join me on the Discord, where not only do I trade live, but I teach you the strategies along with the day trading. So if you would like that, join us. It's very, very affordable, and join us on our new growing community. So other than that, thank you so much. Blessings. Enjoy the rest of the night with your family and friends, and then I'll see you mañana. Have a great night. Bye bye.